Enjoy the ride with Crystal Petrie Console.
My name is Crystal Petrie, and you are watching the Crystal Petrie Consulting Network. And I am so excited, everyone. We have made it to our final day, day 7, in my week-long series entitled Real Servants. I pray that something I've said about being a real servant has blessed you. And I pray that something I said about being a real servant has spurred you to action in your community and in your neighborhood to become a real servant. Our day 7, our last day of talking about being a real servant, I'm going to talk about servants think about their work. As a servant, you should never compare, criticize, or compete with other servants. You should be busy serving the residents in your community. So busy, in fact, that you don't have time to compare what you are doing to what someone else is doing, to critique what someone else is doing, because you are too busy serving and being a real servant. There is no competition, absolutely no competition or comparison if we are all being real servants. If we are all minding our very own servant business, there is no comparison and there is no competition. It is not our job, my job, your job, anyone's job to criticize or critique other people about how they are serving or perhaps not serving. And it is not your job to defend yourself against people who criticize or critique you on how you serve. Now, I understand that that can be difficult sometimes because you are out here serving the community. You are out here making a difference. And it can be hard to not defend yourself against the critics. But as a real servant, your job, your responsibility, your focus is on serving, not on defending yourself. Let your work, let your service speak for itself. If you are doing the work of a real servant, who actually cares about what other people are saying? Your service is never wasted, no matter how small or how big, as long as the work is accomplished and as long as the need is met. People will have you on an emotional roller coaster. They will love you one day and then talk about you later that day. An emotional roller coaster. Your focus must be on service and the people you are helping, not on what other people are saying or not saying about you. Being a real servant is a huge weight that we all must carry that we cannot put down. We were put on this planet to serve. Dr. Martin Luther King said it very well. He said, service is the rent that we pay for our place here on earth. So if we are paying our rent and paying our dues for being on this earth, we have no time to think about or even acknowledge what other people are saying about us or criticizing us for. We have no time for that. We are busy serving and paying our rent for our place here on earth. And when you serve, you think of the people who are benefiting from your service. Don't think about the people that are criticizing you. Don't think about the people that are talking about you. Think about the people that you are serving, and think about how you are helping them, how your service, regardless to how big or how small, your service is changing someone's life, changing that one man's life, changing that one woman's life, changing that one child's life. That is what you need to focus on. That is what you need to think about. Your service and your work to the community and the neighborhood and the residents where you live. Being a real servant is so important, and it's something that we all must learn to do. If we all chip in, if we all serve, then the task and the burden is not so big and it's not so heavy. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching all 7 episodes of my series entitled Real Servants. I pray that this series has blessed you. I pray that this series has spurred you to action when it comes to being a real servant. Stay social with me. Subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and comment down below. I want to hear all about what you are doing in your community, what you are doing in your neighborhood, and how you are being a real servant. Thank you so much for tuning in on my series entitled Real Servant.
Come on, let's go on a journey. Sit back, buckle up, enjoy the ride with Crystal Petrie Console.